Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching 13 Reasons Why. This is episode 4 of season 4. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. So Clay, he is losing the plot. There's no way of sugarcoating it. That's a fact. He's losing his marbles. He's having visions of Bryce. He's having visions of Monte. He's feeling the pressure of holding this information, of Alex obviously killing Bryce. And now he's getting terrorized by an anonymous source, which we actually found out who it was in the last episode, which was good, and we will get more into Clay later. Actually, we'll carry on with him. Start the episode, he got a phone call. He was telling him to pick a fight with somebody at school. They said that they've got information on Monte and they will release it if Clay doesn't start doing things for them. He ended up going and winding up Zach, who punched him a few times, and it's kind of like the best of a bad situation because obviously Zach didn't really go too far in on him and it kept them quiet for a little bit. Now, Tyler, you know, been wondering what's been going on with him. He's not turned up to boxing for a few times. You know, he's been working, he's been absent. Tyler has got a new job apparently. He's working in the mall. Now, he's not told anybody, and Tony and Clay was a bit sus and he went to check it out. He was well late to turn up to it as well. They thought he was lying, but he actually did turn up and go in to do his shift. As Clay come home, yeah, his mum was there. She was talking. She said she found his old little, like, cuddle bunny, you know, he was a baby and stuff. And she said that obviously she heard that he went to the mall. He was like, how did you hear that? I didn't tell you. So somebody's feeding her information. How's she checking it out? Who knows, mate? That's an interesting one to keep our eyes on. Now, later on in the episode, you know, Jess was saying to H.O. for the Valentine's Day dance that they all should go together, but all of them seem to have dates and not her. She obviously was a bit upset. She was like, look, mate, you know, I'm the president of the school and I'm a good-looking girl, yet nobody's invited me. Well, she ended up going anyway with Charlie. She said that she was going with him in front of Justin and he had nothing, you know, he had no clue about it, but he just had to rock with it. And Justin said, look, he's fine, mate, I'm happy with it. Now, speaking about Justin, you know, the coach told him to go to a different, you know, AA class, not the one that he's been going to that's full of kind of like older people. This one's like a younger crowd, and he actually went there and his teacher was there as well. Well, the coach, he was supporting him, so we love to see it. They ended up going to the actual dance, and at this dance, you know, Zach was drinking, he's getting proper drunk, do you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of feeling the pressure as well, I feel, of holding this information and he can't tell anybody, so obviously he's kind of like lashing out in a way by drinking. Alex is getting closer to Winston, but obviously he still doesn't know what the reason is that he actually joined Liberty, and obviously his connection between Monte. Arnie seen them two kissing, which is very interesting. She's not actually revealed this information to anybody yet. And Clay again got another phone call. They said that they'll give him the phone if he comes and meets him in the locker room. So he went there. In the locker room, there was blood all over the showers and there was like a knife on the floor. Clay went over, picked up the knife and fell against all of the walls. Got blood all over him. Then he rang him and said, yeah, come meet us in the football field. And then he went to the field and he saw a dead body there. He could see Monte. He was dying. He was holding him. He was crying. He was saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And it turned out, obviously, it was just a mannequin with a bit of blood thrown on him. And the people that actually have been terrorizing is the football team. They turned around and said, if anybody's acting this way in terms of a prank and in terms of a body on the floor, means that they're hiding information. Do you know what I mean? And they said they're going to keep digging until they find out what it is that Clay knows. Then Clay ended up walking back into the school dance, covered in blood, soaking, holding a knife, walking in there, and all eyes were staring at him. I literally thought it was a stupid idea what he was doing. I had no idea, in my personal opinion, why you would go back into the school and what benefit it was going to do to Clay. It actually, you know, like, annoyed or scared Arnie. She ended up like leaving, and all of the cameras that have just been installed at the school are pointing directly at him. So I'm expecting the sheriff to come in and question him today. So that's where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you are, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 4 of season 4 of 30 Reasons Why.
I was a young guy.
Forgot. I keep forgetting someone's died.
This year, I feel like I truly became a friend.
Anxiety is a motherfucker. Excuse my language.
You couldn't identify any of the others?
Just one. Diego Torres.
Clearly there's some sort of
Oh,
connection.
at least his camera's there. At least his camera's there.
I know, I heard people give anything to take it back.
Bringing a deadly weapon on campus is usually an automatic expulsion.
Wasn't even a real knife.
Could it really have stabbed someone? You both have already served your 2-week suspensions. The only outstanding question is, will you be allowed to attend the senior camping trip?
If you make me miss the senior camping trip, I will keep...
Shut up, mate. You should miss it.
Too bad there are no security cameras in the boys' showers.
Have him on the field.
Yeah, where you were acting like a crazy motherfucker the whole night and crying over a dummy.
Well, I was outvoted.
And what you don't.
So is he allowed to go then?
People are watching you, seeing you, and you can see that they see it. It only makes it worse. Going back to school after a 2-week suspension is like coming back from war.
Is that what happened at the dance? You lost it completely?
No. That was just the football team.
Do you think the guys might do worse on the camping trip? Should you speak to a chaperone?
That would be the absolute worst thing I could do.
Do you feel more anxious when you're with others or when you're alone?
Alone? I don't know.
And how do you respond to your anxiety? Have you ever tried going into your anxiety? You feel it inside of you. Just consider that. And the next time you feel a panic come on, look it in the eye and ask it what it's doing.
Out with Diego again?
Maybe. So, do you really want to tell me who I should or shouldn't be sleeping with? Are we actually going to talk about that at last?
Jess, Diego destroyed Clay.
Bryce raped me.
My mum had a fall at work today. I'm gonna have to miss the camping trip.
You've got to be shitting me. We hurt people
and it's time to come clean. If we don't all confess to what we did, I'm going to tell everyone the truth at the senior share campfire.
All right, Clay, let's just not go.
You think I might, like, break?
No, I didn't say that. What's the
Like I'm
harm?
actually crazy.
Everything you need to go camping.
Well, I'm not wearing that.
I bought it for myself. You won't even know that I'm there. Besides, look at all this great stuff that I got us.
He says he was hacked.
You can't really believe that. But we have to do something, take control of this.
Oh, but is that maybe exactly what whoever wrote the email wants?
I mean, when you're afraid and you can't just say what you're afraid of or you don't know, then one story is as good as another.
See, I think it's interesting that he looks at Clay as if like he's suspicious of Clay. When he should be suspicious of his son. Well, he was anyway, but Clay's actually done nothing. I know he looks crazy and I know like he's been in certain situations, but factually, you get all the evidence. Like, you literally get every CCTV, you get the camera, get the evidence. He didn't kill Bryce, but your son did. Do you know what I mean? And I need to know what you're doing with Tyler. What are you figuring out? What information you trying to acquire? What are you trying to hide? Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you here as well? Like, chaperoning? Do you know what I mean? It's got to be a bigger picture.
You got into my email now, too?
Sorry, what?
The email you sent from my account.
No, Jazz was right. You really shouldn't have come.
And the way anxiety works, it builds on itself. It just grows, all on its own, until it's out of control and you try anything you can to stop it. Winston can alibi Monty for the night of Bryce's murder. They were together. Has he asked any questions about Monty or Bryce or me?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it's easy to just hack into someone's account and schedule an email to go out whenever.
Why'd you leave with Stan all the night of the dance?
I didn't.
Come on, Tyler, I saw you.
Being at the dance just triggered some bad memories for me. And I mean, Stan knows the story, so I just called him and he drove me home.
You were
That's a lie, yeah.
all night.
And you got a phone
fine.
call.
How would you know?
You have a condom?
I gotta go help the guys.
Help the guys with what?
Terrorizing
Doesn't matter.
someone.
That was when you're turning down sex to do it. So,
This really about Clay, or is this about Justin? Also, I'm not stupid.
really? Because you're letting me walk away.
Why don't you just pack all your stuff? I'm gonna bunk with my dad tonight. Why? I can't do this anymore. I'm not sure I'm into guys. I don't believe that. Well, you don't know how I feel.
Trust most in your life, and why?
I always trust my boys to have my back. I trusted Monty. He was the one that got me to play. He taught me what it was to trust someone. And I miss him.
And yeah, afraid the football players are gonna fuck with me.
Hidden around this camp are canvas bags with treasure inside, like this one.
And if you should encounter some wildlife, try to remain calm and back slowly away.
Are you seriously worried about me? You don't really think I wrote that email?
Probably
No,
did.
I don't.
He probably did, man.
I think someone sent the email and they want a confession.
Who has better access to my computer than anyone? Who knows my password? Just you.
Really?
Back from rehab and you break up with Jessica.
Justin's
and you narc
getting
on me
beaten up.
multiple times, and maybe this is your next thing. Justin?
It sounded like he got beat up, to be fair.
Shit, was that Clay?
No, Diego promised me they wouldn't fuck with him.
What, you just believe whatever Diego tells you?
And why aren't you with your new best friend, new kid?
We're not even friends, really.
Oh, imagine that. Magus.
Wait, come back! What the fuck?
Justin!
How can everybody be so far apart?
Justin!
Justin?
What the fuck? Hey, let me go! Let me go! Hey! No!
Like, whoever it is that's trying to get Clay, I want him to win. Like, I do. I know I always say that he stresses me out in certain situations, but like, they clearly targeted him. So I want him to be successful. I want him to be the one that dominates them. Whether they tie him up and he gets free and he smashes him up, do you know what I mean? Whether he gets tied to a chair and he breaks it and he hits it over their heads. You know what I mean? I don't care how it is, but I want Clay to be the victor out of this. But I kind of think that Clay's the one that's dead me at the start of the episode. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I have no idea who's died. And I know we jumped back 6 months when we're talking and he's going to therapy and stuff, but it could be. So someone did take him out then.
Motherfucker! Justin, what the actual fuck? Shit, sorry. Have you been with Beecher and those guys?
I was supposed to be with Zach, but he ditched me. Why?
Him and a couple other guys held me down and Clay ran off.
Whoa. Facing the anxiety. Is this after it? Or is he facing it or what?
Why are they coming after me?
For me,
You were that important to them?
I had their back anytime, no matter what.
Can you be that way for them, but then do what you did to Tyler?
I get angry, and I lost myself.
What happened?
It was in the hallway. Old biker dude heard that I was a child molester. Stuck a shiv in me.
Can you ever forgive me?
I'm not who needs to forgive you.
And what if I just lose it again? What then?
What happened between you and Winston?
Nothing.
Seems really, really sad. And
Ty, drop it. Hey, he's only our friend so he can find out who really killed Bryce.
That is true. That is the reason why he's actually there. You might actually like him though. You might have got caught up.
And we shouldn't trust him.
I don't know who to trust anymore.
That is, it's true that though. It is true. You wouldn't even know if you fed him any info because you've only just found this out.
Those float better on water than rocks.
Want to find out? You know, it's just like we chase shit that we think is gonna make us happy, but it doesn't. It just ends sad. That's why you gotta be okay not being happy, because that's what sets you free.
Fuck it all.
Oh.
Fuck it all.
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 Ah.
Oh, has he banged his head? Oh, wow. He's just gonna laugh now, aren't they? Like when he was on the building.
Oh, she almost died.
Shit's so fucked up.
Yeah, you think?
did you just leave Tony alone? You seem to prefer it that way.
Hey, Defo.
Why didn't you tell me that you were friends with Monty? You were just pretending to be my friend.
It's because of what he did to you. And you were the first person to ever be nice to me at Liberty.
Where's Clay?
We don't know.
Fuck you don't know.
We sent people places to freak them out, but that's it.
That's all we did.
There's something out there.
I hope it's Clay. I hope it's Clay. Come on, Clay. Dominate them. I hope Clay's escaped and he's the one terrorising. I know he's just done the narration then. What if somebody started to fuck with a football team? That's what I wanted. I was saying before, mate, if they tied him up and put him on a chair, I hope he breaks it and smashes it over them. Do you know what I mean? I want him to be victorious out of it. Now, what better way would it be than to get taken at the start and then you escape and you go back and you reverse the roles and you absolutely put fear into them and terrorise them. Do you know what I mean? That would be the best way and I'd love to see Clay doing it. Now, in terms of the message being sent on a computer, I'm still 50-50. I'm going to go with Clay, and the person who wrote Monty was innocent on the door again. I'm going to go with Clay. I mean, hopefully they do get addressed of who it was. Hopefully we don't just like forget that those things have happened this season and we don't actually go into it. And what's happening with Monty's sister as well, yeah. We're on episode 4. She's made an appearance like twice. Not massively. She hasn't even got a story really going. But why has she been introduced? Do you know what I mean? I always say this in every season, in every show that I ever watch. If we do something, it has to have a bigger meaning. Otherwise, it's pointless in doing something without it. Like, if she hasn't got no story, then she don't need to be here. I don't even need to know that he had a sister. Do you know what I'm saying? So, need to know a bit more of that. But in terms of today and here, I think that one, Winston did come in with the intention to find out who killed Monty because obviously he liked him, and he actually been caught up in this Alex story. Because he actually likes him and he actually does think that Tyler's a decent friend and now he's conflicted. But also in terms of like Clay, I want him to be the one that has escaped and terrorising the football team.
Fucking Diego. I know it's you. Not gonna scare me, you asshole.
I raped Hannah Baker. I raped 7 or 8 other girls.
Who is that? Fuck.
Shit, that looks like it hurt. It should feel better. You should feel better. You killed me. Everything's okay now, right?
You deserve to die.
Whoa.
Almost drowned in the lake.
What?
It's okay.
Jesus, Alex.
Zach pulled me out. I feel so alone. I can't keep carrying this around anymore.
What's a lot?
I don't want to put any more pressure on, but every single one of us, we want the best for you. Your friends put it all on the line for you. Good, smart kids, and I think they did the right thing.
You need to talk to his dad more. Do you know what I mean? Like, getting stuff out helps it. Let's see what's going on.
Look, whoever it is, whatever it is, it came after us. Can you honestly tell me you didn't see or hear anything fucked up out there tonight?
All right.
I want it to be Clay, but where's he got that axe from?
Starving here.
This thing's getting all kinds of fucked up.
Are you fucking kidding me? Stop them!
Yeah, you should go.
No.
So Clay's still down there in the hole, and they've just said that they looked and he wasn't there. It's dark now. Oh, his hands are free. And he blacked out. He's gone up and done some shit and come back down. He's got loads of gear now. Everyone's bags and his phone. Tony.
Can we leave the damn door open now?
Diego pointed me this way, so what the fuck is going on?
Winston Williams can alibi Monty. He knows that Monty didn't kill Bryce because he was with him that night.
So the email was Winston?
We don't know that it was Winston. Other people might want it out.
Like who?
Like Tyler.
Any one of us could have written that email.
Including you.
Yes, Zach, including me.
Everything okay? Shall we get back to camp?
I won. You were gone. I don't know what you think you're up to, but we know shit now.
Was it you? Are you working with them now?
He blacked out, didn't he, mate? Is he the one with the axe?
It's great to finally be a part of the Liberty community, to see how folks really are.
Clay Jensen, help me out here.
Why has his man put him on the spot? Go on, say something good, Clay.
How has this weekend changed us? It hasn't. Because I know that my friends and I will be friends for life. Always be a bond that we can never break.
That was actually good.
I just wanted to say, or to confess, that I fucking hate camping.
They sort of panicking then, wasn't there?
Zach said I could bunk with you guys, but is there room?
Of course there's room.
Yo, he's sounding, man. Yeah, I like him.
So, I know that you're a good person. Sorry if you feel like shit.
Justin, you forgot toilet paper.
If I see him, I'll let him know. So, Alex breaks up with me for no reason. Every one of your friends wants to say something they don't say. So which one of them killed Bryce?
Anxiety, panic. It's not about what you know is coming. It's about what you don't.
That's true. You don't know what's coming. But fast reaction should be none of us. None of us killed Bryce. I don't know what you fucking, agenda is against all of us. Everybody's coming after me, and I've consistently said, ever since I've been named a suspect, I've got nothing to do with it. I didn't like him, and yes, I did send text saying I wanted him dead, but did I do it? No. Did Alex do it? No. Did Jess? Did Zach? Did Justin? Did Tyler? Did that? Alex? None of them done it, mate. So literally, what's your obsession with everybody? Stop coming here pointing fingers at me. Start looking elsewhere. That's how you do it, mate. It's the too long of the things. As I was saying last episode, when he was ringing Clay and he was asking questions and he was like, it's not me. But he never made it convincing. He totally had no idea what was going on. And even though he was saying it's not him, he never made it so obvious that he didn't know that it was anybody. And that's how you need to do it. Fast double downs. When someone asks you a question, did you kill Bryce? No. Not stand there staring oh, they're asking me a question. No, do you know what I mean? It needs to be quick. If someone said to me, you killed Dad, instantly I'd be saying, no, I didn't. You know what I mean? Did your friend do it? No. Do you know anything? No, I don't. I wouldn't be taking these long pauses. But I did enjoy today's episode. I thought Clay had a really good one. Last episode, we ended with him stressing me out with the blood going into the school dance. I was like, what are you doing, mate? Literally, it makes no sense going in. You're going to look crazy. It's just stupid. But here, today's episode, I thought it was pretty interesting. I do think that Clay was the one that was terrorizing everybody. I think that he's gone down. He's passed out or fell asleep or whatever you want to call it after having his anxiety attack, and he's done that blackout phase where he's managed to do something while obviously he's woke up back in the same location, but this time his hands was untied, this time he had a phone, this time he had the bags, he's been down there. Also, I don't know what that logo thing that was carved into the door, but it was carved down there in front of Clay, so either the person that sent him down there has done it or Clay's done it himself. I said Clay was the person that done the spray paint. I think Clay's the person as well that's gone around, that's knocking on that house with that axe. I do think it's Clay. Now obviously, like, I ain't really got any evidence to do that, but I'm picking the blackout, the timing phases as my reasons to believe that he's the one that's doing it. And I believe he's doing it unknowing that he's doing it. So I think that he did send that email, but he didn't know that he's done it. And I also would like to know if he sent the one about, I have a confession, I covered up a murder. Did he send that to any of the school, admission boards? We're not seeing the aftermath of that one. Do you know what I'm saying? He might have started writing that and then he wrote the email and sent it out. I like how Justin as well said it could have been any of us. Even you, Justin. Yeah, even me. Because it could have been. Do you know? So that was decent. I think that obviously the pressure's been getting to Alex. He's feeling it big time. But I'm glad that he's spoken to his dad and it's out in the open. Obviously they both know what's happened, but his dad's there with a shoulder to lean on. He's saying that all your friends, yeah, have come and done this so that you can live your life. Now, whether you agree with it or not, they made that decision, so you can't like ruin it, because if you ruin it, you could ruin them. And, you know, he's like, how do I live up to those expectations? Well, you don't. What you do is you just live as Alex Standall and you live your life. And as long as you're happy, they'll be content with this decision that they made. But that visual of him going in the water and Bryce being there and drowning himself and trying to pull him down, that was really good, and I did enjoy watching that. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So it is out in the open. Everybody knows that Montgomery was friends with Winston, and now this information's out here. They're all suspecting that he's come to the school to find out who killed Bryce. Now obviously he's going to be his alibi, and they're thinking that the only reason that he's here being friends with them is that he's doing his own investigation. So obviously he's kind of like lost a friend to date in Tyler once it's been released, and obviously he's like lost a potential partner in Alex because he was supposed to be camping together, and then he's found out this information and he's left him, and he's confronted Clay at the end, hasn't he? And he said, look mate, you know, which one of your friendship groups killed Bryce? So he knows that it's one of them. So now I'm interested to see what happens, because, you know, he was introduced last season to try and kind of like avenge Monte, and then he joined the school, and then he's not really done much in the first 4 episodes in trying to do that, but he has been trying to work his way in, asking questions here and there. You know, like Tyler did ask Alex, did he tell him anything? He was like, I don't really know, to be honest, because he might have revealed some stuff. Do you know, like when he first joined, he's like, yeah, I'm friends with this person and that, and yeah, I did know Bryce, but not really. Monte's a bit of an ass. You know, you say all that stuff when you don't really know the person and the background, and now obviously it's come out, he's trying to distance himself straight away. Now, obviously, they've been saying that, well, earlier on the episode before the camping trip, they were saying that the football players usually pick one person, and they absolutely pick on them for like the whole like camping thing. And that person did end up having to be Clay. They've obviously like abducted him, so to speak, and threw him down in a ditch. He's had like a little anxiety attack, but after speaking with his obviously therapist, he was saying instead of, you know, letting it consume you, face it head on. Like, feel it, it's part of your whole body. You know, like, just, it's you. Control it, feel it. And that's what he's done. He kind of like, instead of, usually you see him like holding his chest and he's like proper going for it and panting. This time he was a bit more calm and he drifted, didn't he? And then the next time we see him wake up, it's in the dark. But all this chaos that's happened has been in a period from being sunny to being dark. And what we've seen is that the guys from Hillcrest, not from Hillcrest, the guys from the football team, they've been terrorised. A t-shirt, one of them jackets, didn't they, got threw down from the trees with blood on it. We've seen Jess as well. She's seen more visuals of Bryce. You know, he stood there, he's talking to her, she's scared as well. He had all these beetles coming out of his mouth. It was a good visual. Alex, you know, he was on a boat with Zach. He's ended up falling in the water and getting dragged down from Bryce again. Zach's come in and kind of saved his life. So again, mate, it's really, really interesting. Obviously, Alex is feeling overwhelmed. He's had to have a conversation with his dad, who's told him that, you know, his life is worth living, and his friends obviously thought that as well. That's why they all grouped up and helped him, and the only thing that he needs to do is just live and be himself. I like that. It's a true story. Now, in terms of Clay, I think, like I said, mate, he's blacked out, he's come up, he's got like revenge on everybody, or tried to. Somebody was definitely out there, it wasn't a ghost. They were saying, mate, you know, like there's a ghost in the woods or something, you've heard of it, it's like an ancient thing that they've been talking about, rumours. somebody was there with an axe scraping it across the walls, wasn't there? Someone was banging on the door, someone was trying to get in. To be honest, I'm surprised that he didn't open it. There's about 6 or 7 of them in there. They'd be able to take out one guy, especially if it was Clay. If it was definitely Clay, they could have took him out, but he has been terrorizing them, or somebody has been terrorizing them, and Clay's gone round, he's got all the clues, he's won the task or whatever, the tournament, and he's got his phone as well. So there's definitely a period of blackout that Clay's obviously not being able to recall, and what he's doing in that period is interesting. Like I said, in my personal opinion, I do think he sent the email, and I do think he done the spray paint, and now obviously I think that he's the one that's terrorized the football team. So it does excite me moving forward to see actually what happens, but I can't avoid the possibility of it being Anna, because like Justin said, how coincidental is it that she and Clay knew some sort of information, and now obviously she's not here on this trip? Yeah, I know she gave the story that her mum had fallen, but has anyone looked into that? Is that a fact? Who knows? You know what I mean? We'll take a word for it, because it's a pretty, you know, like, bad lie to say your mum's been injured if that's not the case. But, you know, you got to think of these convincing lies when you need people to believe them. So I can't wait to find out actually the true story. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.